Black Giraffe made this.
Welcome to After Playlist Rewind, our special mini-series showcasing some of our favorite playlists and episodes we've done thus far. I am one of your hosts, Terry Yo.
And I'm Brandon Lee.
And today we're rewinding back to Brandon Lee's favorite episode, episode 13, the worst playlist ever. These are songs that Brandon plays repeatedly over and over again and thoroughly enjoys, and I really want you guys to enjoy this playlist as well.
No. But it is fun to reinflict the psychological warfare that we inflicted on ourselves back onto you guys again with this episode. These songs are terrible in such a uniquely special way. It's quite amazing.
I could truly say this playlist has given me so much joy, because every now and then, like, I just need like a palate cleanser at work or something, and I'll just put this playlist on. It just slowly wait for everybody's reaction. Like, I don't even warn them. I just throw it on and just start playing songs from this playlist. And you just start seeing people's heads kind of just slowly turn, like, like one by one, and then somebody finally snaps every time. It's like, what is this? Like, what you mean? I mean, it's a mass text. I'm in your contacts. What you mean?
Our reactions to some of the songs, like on the episode itself, are pretty great too, just because you can really feel the loathing we have for the music, I think, especially on my part.
Yeah, I can't with the, what's the name, Timmy Tipatuba, whatever, that crazy song.
Or IceJJFish.
No, not that one. The other one, the Timmy and the Tulips or whatever.
Oh, yeah. But that also brought us the one song from this playlist I do routinely still, well, not routinely, but I do occasionally still listen to, is Aliens Are Real.
Yeah.
It's the only good one. That's one of the few ones from that playlist that loops back around to being somehow enjoyable to me, just because it's so weird and bad.
Yeah, this is definitely torture in the best way? Question mark? Parentheses, ampersand.
Yep. Well, everyone, enjoy being tortured by this After Playlist Rewind episode this week while we're still on break, as we continue our quest for new music. Any psychological damage from this episode, we are not liable for.
Why do you get my mass text? I'm in your contacts.
Because. Can I request that whenever you play it for me, you turn the music down way low?
Yeah. I noticed that it gets really loud. Okay.
Well, it's not even that. It's that I don't want to necessarily hear the song again.
Damn.
But I feel like I need it playing at least a little bit for the video. But like, if you can just make it kind of quiet, that'd be great.
No, just for that, I'll put this shit on full blast. You're gonna hear it in full stereo now.
I said anything.
You should have. I was gonna be courteous, but now this shit gonna be in space audio, Dolby, digital vision, everything.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to After Listen, the music discovery and discussion podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon Lee.
And I'm Terry Yo.
And Terry Yo, I know we've done it to ourselves, but this last week, it's been a rough one, man.
Yeah.
So for this episode, we wanted to talk about some of the worst songs we could think of and try to make ourselves, each other, and of course, mostly you, the listener, cringe at what songs we chose. The two of us have been absolutely subjecting ourselves to these tracks for about a week, and I cannot stress enough just how ready I am to finally discuss them and then never think about them again.
Facts.
But first, as always, we do have some quick disclaimers before we get to the discussion. Number one, should all be familiar with this one, we respect everyone's opinion regardless of how wrong and awful it may be. Some songs featured may contain explicit lyrics. We may refer to them during the discussion, so you have been warned for that. Number three, we're just talking about the music, not any real-life issues or drama that the artists have going on. And finally, if you want to listen to the songs first, which we always recommend, there's a music playlist available for this episode and every episode of the podcast. You can check the show notes for specific links, We also announced the playlist for the upcoming episodes a week in advance, so you can live with the music between our podcast episodes. With all that being said, it's time to make ourselves cringe.
All right. Yeah.
And I guess we should also say we're going to be kind of ranking them. We're doing like just a basic ass tier list. We're going to just be throwing them in from most cringe to, I guess, like least cringe.
Yeah.
Figuring it out as we go along.
Yeah, with S tier being the super omega cringe and C being still cringe, but kind of tolerable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you ready to dive in, Terrio? You ready to put a capstone on this week-long suffering we've put ourselves through?
Yeah. Give me 1 second to take the bandage off my ear because I've been bleeding out of my brain for the past week.
I got one just wrapped around the entirety of my head from just like banging my face into a wall while I was listening to it, So I feel you on that.
Yeah. This one was definitely insane. All right.
This will probably be our least listened to playlist by far. Like if anyone, like I highly doubt people are going to listen through this playlist once and be like, you know what, I want to go back and immediately listen to that again.
Yeah, you know what? Like we don't kink shame around here. So if you enjoy being tortured through music, by all means, you can check out this playlist.
This is definitely the playlist for masochists.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So, of course, the playlist is in a specific order, but because we hate ourselves and we hate everything about this, we're just going to just wing it and go in reverse order. So the first song we're going to talk about was a song that I chose. It's called Love Just Ain't Enough by Monica featuring Timbaland. And this is off the album Code Red. I chose this song not because of Monica. Monica is a phenomenal singer. She has always been a singer since she came out the gate, wearing them giant white sandals that everybody keeps making fun of online. And me being a huge Timbaland fan, I was excited for this song to come out. I was like, oh, where's Monica and Timbaland are linked up? Okay, this is going to be dope. And then I heard the song. Then I heard Timbaland hit that high note. And he didn't stop hitting that high note. He just kept doing it the whole song. And I don't know, this man thought he was part of like some old 70s group, but there's a lane that you should stick in and you should just stay in that lane. And as much of a Timbaland fan as I am, I heard this song and I was like, nope. I cannot.
So whenever I first saw this at the end of the playlist, I definitely had a moment where I was like, okay, surely this is one that like he secretly likes and he thinks I'm going to cringe at it just because I know you're such a Timbaland fan.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you've explained that, yeah, no, I get it. Because again, I totally agree with everything you just said. Monica does pretty good. The beat is decent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, especially for someone who's like not as big of a, like I like Timbaland, especially since you've introduced him to me way back at the beginning of this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this song, this ain't it for him. It's just it ain't it. But now I will say, I think this is definitely one of the least cringy songs on here, just because the beat is okay. The beat, in my opinion, the beat's pretty decent.
Yeah, the beat is fine.
And Monica, like you said, Monica does pretty well, and she is the main artist on it. So you hear like more of her throughout the song than Timbaland, a little bit at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This was definitely still like, I wouldn't say I necessarily enjoyed it, but I didn't like hate this one as much as I also will say, I think because especially like at first, because it's at the very end of the playlist, after all of the just sewer trash that we had to listen to get to the end of the playlist, I think like I was dead inside by the time I got to the end of it, so the impact probably just wasn't as much, you know.
That's true. Like once you've gone through battle and you have all the war scars, once you hear this song, it's kind of like okay, it's kind of like a walk in the park at this point.
I already had like that 1,000-yard stare going on, just like all right, nothing else can faze me at this point.
Exactly.
But all that being, I think I don't kind of maybe starting on like a low note. I think this is a C tier cringe for me.
Okay. All right. I mean, I think it's fair only because Monica did her best to save her song. And again, I was looking forward to that collaboration and I thought it was going to stop, but it didn't. And Love just ain't enough. I'm like, ugh. Ain't enough auto-tune in the world. Like, just get somebody, if you want to do a duet with somebody, get somebody that actually sings. Not like, Robot Timbo or whatever, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yep. Not. It's definitely still a little. Like I'm really hoping this. No, I'm really hoping none of these songs show up in my playlists from now on. Now that we've had a week listen, that's gonna be pretty bad. But this one, I would definitely still skip it, but I wouldn't have like an eye twitch going on if this one popped up.
Man, we gotta do video at some point because y'all missed that wonderful eye twitch. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, you want to go ahead and introduce the next song?
So the next song is "Aliens Are Real" by a electro club EDM type group called Chris and Pablo.
Okay.
So this was the song I found while I was attempting, because I had one song, I told you about this off the air. I had one song in my head that I was trying to remember that I listened to it one time on the way home from work, stuck in traffic. Didn't remember really the song title, the group. I had an inkling that it had something like the topic of the song was something to do with aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that led me to just type in like 20 to 30 different alien related potential song titles. It was just like literally just clicking on anything that looked like suspicious, I guess is a good word for it. And I'd never heard of Chris and Pablo. Aliens Are Real in all caps. Just as being someone who is like into like aliens and paranormal in general, just even like outside of looking for a song for this episode, I would have probably like gave it a listen just to see what it was about. And yeah, okay, so I gotta be honest. This song I put on because I thought it might make you cringe a little bit. I did not have that visceral of a reaction to it. It's definitely bad, but it's one for me. It's one of those things that like it's like so bad it almost loops around to being good again. And I also appreciate. I'm really like dogging myself by saying this, but the lead singer, whoever is like singing the most between, I don't know if there's like they both sing or not, but whoever's singing between Chris and Pablo on this, their range is like right there where my range is at. Okay. As bad as that is to say, I can sing along with this and hit every note.
Okay.
Note in quotes,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Similar to you, because this is like towards the end of the playlist. By the time we got to this point, I was already dead inside. To the point where it was just playing in the background, so I wasn't even really processing the song. And then upon re-listening again for this episode, similar to the Monica song, the beat got me because I love electro synth pop. So that part got me.
There is a club like remix with a much more like heavy techno vibe. Okay. I thought about putting that one on here as a bonus, but
okay,
the song is still basically the same, just a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah, I might be interested in checking that out. Probably not, but but ultimately, it's like okay, this version it's good enough, like background noise, and then the way Chris and or Pablo, I don't know who is who or what is what, but the way they performed the song, it was kind of almost like not spoken word, but it was like not really on beat on purpose, I guess. And it was just like
it definitely had like an intentionality behind it. I feel like
yeah. So I mean, I was able to kind of just deal with it and tolerate it up until the point. Now, the point in the song where my eye kind of twitched was when the quote unquote alien came in at the song and said, "Hi, I'm the alien, and I just want to let you know that I'm real." But it had like the effect on the voice. It was so modulated. It's like,
thanks, Chris and Pablo, for vouching for me and spreading the word.
Yeah.
So dumb.
It was so dumb. And I was like, at that point, I audibly groaned. Like, I was listening to this like playlist stupidly in a public setting. And I had my headphones on, minding my business in the lobby area, just listening. And then that part came on, and I just said, ugh. And I think so. Oli like looked back at me like, "Are you okay?" I just kind of just face palmed. So this one,
I will also say there's usually whenever we have like a shorter playlist like this for an episode, there's usually one, sometimes two songs that really get stuck in my head. Man, I've been going around at work and just in the grocery store, walking around my house, just aliens are real. They're actually very nice guys. Just like
Yeah.
singing like the like opening verse, just like on repeat in my head,
Yeah.
for better or worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have too much more to say about it, other than like this Chris and Pablo song is definitely like, if you wanted Lonely Island, but you end up going to Dollar Tree instead, this is kind of like the vibe of this song.
Yes. That's Dollar Tree Lonely Island. That's
So I think it's okay to put this one in C. But
see, okay. I was thinking. I know we don't have like any like plus or minus, but it was like I was thinking like B minus or C plus. So like it's kind of straddling the line between the two. Just because.
Okay, let's go B. Let's go B with this one.
Just because of that.
The offbeat nature and the weird alien thing
and the weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I was trying
and
to
the
be
CIA
nice
coming
about
in and being like, like it's like a PSA for them or whatever. It's like,
yeah. I was trying to be generous, but yeah, this one was pretty bad. But yeah, okay.
Well, we got worse coming, in my opinion.
Oh, we definitely do. All right. Speaking of worse, this one. I have a story with this one. The next song we're talking about is Blackstreet, Boyfriend/Girlfriend, or Girlfriend/Boyfriend, featuring Janet Jackson, Ja Rule, and Eve. So this song in particular, dated myself because I'm an old head. When this song came out, and I meant to tell you about it beforehand, the music video is what made me like this song initially. Now, watching the music video now, looking at the graphic ability that we have today, it is absolutely awful. But back in the day, I was like, "Whoa, this is pretty cool," and I was younger. So basically,
is it a bunch of like old school like green screen effects and stuff?
No, worse. So it's like early CGI. The music video is basically inside a pinball machine. So a guy walks into a pinball machine and starts, the game, but then all the pieces inside the pinball machine are members of Blackstreet and Eve and Ja Rule and all them show up, but it's early CGI. So there's no round corners. Everything is all jagged, like early Tomb Raider kind of deal. So
no. Oh no.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to the old school. We're going to take a quick moment. I'm going to force him to watch this video, and then we're going to come back and get his reaction. We'll be right.
I was about to say, part of me is curious, but part of me doesn't ever want to watch it just because of how bad it's probably going to be. But you know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do it.
All right. We'll be right back after this torture. And we're back. What are your thoughts, Brandon?
My spirit has fled my body after that. When did that come out? When did this song come out?
This was it has to be 98 or 99.
Because that was straight up some PS1, early PS2 graphics. And oh, it was so bad. The song already is not great.
No, the song is awful. This is so this came out in 99. So I think this song came out in late 98. But the album came out in 99. So 98, 99.
Video's bad, song's bad.
I've never seen you this broken before.
The only redeeming thing about it is some of the artists on the track, but they don't really do a great job on the track. So that's
they really don't. Even early Ja Rule and Eve couldn't even save the song, and then they censored their verses so much you really can't even hear what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
And I've never been the biggest Ja Rule fan.
Mm-hmm.
Janet Jackson is
hit or miss.
I know she's an icon, but very hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
Though I do have, I work with a guy who is like one of her biggest fans, and actually got to like ride in an elevator with her one time because he used to work security for like, I forget whatever the hotel is that a lot of like famous people stay in Atlanta. So I have I don't know why I'm even telling you, but we just had a random discussion about how I'm like, she's okay, and he was like going off on me like, no, she's the best. I will also say, before, whenever you like first sent me like the full playlist, and I was just like skimming through it, in my head I saw Blackstreet, and my brain read it as Backstreet, and then just like auto corrected to like Backstreet Boys. So whenever this song came on and I looked at it, like just like double tapped my phone screen to like see what song it was playing, I was like, oh, this is the Backstreet Boys song. Okay. It took me like the first minute of the song to realize like, no, this is not Backstreet Boys. I was like, do they have like some crazy ass features on a Backstreet Boys song I've never heard about?
Yeah.
No, Blackstreet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally different group.
Yeah.
This song is just so like even just the topic there's talking about is like, man, it's like clinginess, like talking on the telephone to your boyfriend or girlfriend like all day long, and just the bleh. It's just the whole thing is bleh. I mean, it's not like the most offensive, but it has like, I'm like struggling to find if it has anything going for it, you know?
No, it doesn't. It's just audio garbage. Like, so it's one of those things where, again, the visual, when I was a kid, I was excited when I saw that come up on the music video show or whatever. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool because it was all animated and whatnot. So, and there's like a lot going on. So when you're young and ADHD brain or whatever, I was like, okay, cool. There's a lot of stuff happening. But then when I listened to the song, I was like, I don't get it. and Blackstreet as a group, they're phenomenal, like a great like singing quartet, no diggity, no doubt, or whatever. And then this song comes out, and I'm like, I don't know what y'all trying to do, but this
trying to play pinball
apparently, yeah, and not great at it actually. I mean, like even when watching the music video, which happened inside of a pinball machine, the song was so terrible that even the pinball machine got up and left. Like, it was that bad.
Yeah.
So this is definitely an A tier for me. I hate this song.
Yeah. No, I'm going to agree with you on that. This is definitely A tier material.
Yeah. Yeah. Like lyrically, like just sonically, and like especially.
I've never been a big fan of like, well, okay. I'm not super familiar with Blackstreet. I've heard a few of their songs, especially I think you had one or two of their songs on the R&B Crash Course, whatever. But I'm just like, Janet Jackson is meh. Ja Rule is meh.
Yeah.
And then just like, that's like whenever they're bringing like their A game in a song, right? So then you look at this for me, and it's like, this is not your A game.
Nah.
It's like, if you're meh, for me, like, you know, you're your best. What is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Solid A tier.
Yeah.
I just want to say the image I had in my mind is the gif of that little white girl with the blonde hair like cringing in the backseat of the car. Just the entire week. That's the image I had in my head as we were listening to these playlists. To this playlist.
That is not far off. I mean, like my whole face is so disfigured. I just walked around just looking mad at all times. I was like, I can't listen to this at work. Like, this is the one playlist I did not play at work. I just couldn't. Number one, I don't want to be. I'm at work, so I'm already trying to keep a positive attitude. And then I didn't want to have this song, like have this playlist playing in the background, and then I just really just get mad.
I definitely had to like break it up a few times and like listen to some other, you know, some new stuff that's come out, or some old favorites, and just like cleanse my head of like all just the trouble, trash, terrible, what other T word, tragic songs these are.
Absolutely. Speaking of tragic, you want to introduce the next one?
So this one was recommended. I reached out because I was having trouble finding my like last couple of picks for this, just because I think you kind of struggle with this as well. Like, you know, you definitely can like. I'm sure there was a few of these songs on this list that like kind of immediately came to mind, but for a lot of like, if you listen to a bad song, I feel like most people, unless it's like bad in a like unique kind of like way, right? Most of the time you just forget about it.
Exactly.
You're just like, that was bad, and you move on with your life, never to think about the song again. So like to have to go back and like remember some of these songs was a little challenging. So I reached out, I phoned a friend for help. And my good friend Jamie came back to me. I told him I'd give him a shout out and give him credit for this. He came back to me with On the Floor by IceJJFish. And this song is something else. I believe we both discovered this song. I don't know if he discovered this song from this, but I remember this song from the Tosh.0 comedy show from way back. I don't even know if that show is still on the air or not, but there's like a segment where he has like people who make like cringe, terrible videos. He has like web redemptions where he like finds the people and like gives them a chance to explain why the video was bad and like remake it. And so part of what makes this one so cringe is this was IceJJFish's. This was his like true, real, absolutely like straight, no acting, no fluffing it. This was his solid, like actual true performance, trying to be his best on a song. And that I hate it for you, IceJJFish, but dude, no.
Yeah. This was one of the ones, like you said, you hear something bad and just be like, nope, never again, and then you move on with your life.
Yes.
So this was a repressed memory that you unlocked. So for that, I eternally hate you for that.
You're welcome. My buddy did it to me, so it was only right I pass it on to you.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. This one was even brutal now because, you know, not to pat ourselves too hard on the back, but we've been doing some very good recommendations and some good picks.
We have had just, in my opinion, banger after banger after banger.
Yeah, and this is an aggressive left turn into a building that's already on fire. And then we decided to hit
During
play.
an earthquake.
During an earthquake with a sentient tornado that's like attacking us. So it's just, yeah. But this song here, man, this song here is the quintessential I hate everything about the internet kind of song. And the worst part,
this is definitely a song. It makes you question, like, is the internet? This is definitely one of the songs that makes you question: is the internet a good thing, or will it be like the doom of our species? Right? Like,
yeah, 100%. And then the worst part about the song is that it goes on and on.
It goes on. He sings the chorus like, I don't even know, like 6 times. It seems like
something about you, yeah.
And I can't even understand what the hell he's saying for at least 70% of the song.
Yeah, it's
so bad. His singing is so off key. It's so like not even really like, I don't know. The rhythm is like not like, the beat is like very.
Yeah, I mean, it's, well, here's the thing. His vocals make you hate the beat, but then at the very end, well, you know what? Actually, I just had an epiphany. The light just went on. I think the reason I like the beat is when he finally stopped singing, my brain has a sigh of relief, and I'm just like, okay, the beat isn't so bad. It's only at the very end of the song. It's the very end of the song.
Well, for me, it's that his singing sparks so much just unfathomable rage inside of me that those few seconds at the end is nowhere near enough to quelch the like unending rage that's just flaring up inside of me from after listening to it.
Yeah. This is S tier, like no doubt about it.
S tier, without a doubt. Like
no questions asked. This is definitely like, from now on, if anyone ever asks me again, what's like the cringe, what's a really cringe song, this is like gonna be one of the ones on the tip of my tongue. Absolutely.
Unless we're lucky or blessed somehow to like purge our memories of this entire thing after we get done recording.
Oh, I definitely plan on doing so. Once this goes out and people can
I need
listen
like
to
a
it.
big hammer hit to the head or something.
I mean, old school MIB, flashlight in my eye, forget all of this.
Right.
Yeah, this song is god awful.
Man, it's one of the worst, and I knew whenever I picked it just that it was going to be one of the worst on the list.
Yeah. This is definitely one of those songs that kills your spirit and hurts your soul. All at the same
and
time.
your ears.
And your ears. Speaking of hurting ears, the next pick is by Sexy Red and Tay Keith. This song, Pound Town, I just left Pound Town.
It's bad.
I'm sorry. My pussy is pink, but my booty hole brown.
Yeah.
These are actual lyrics.
That's the line. That's the line that like I wasn't liking it because I'm not a big Sexy Red fan.
I don't know who Sexy
like
Red is or was. I just happened to hear this song.
Me neither, but based on this song, I'm not a big Sexy Red fan. And yeah, that line in particular was like the nail in the coffin for me listening to this. So I was like, okay, yeah, it deserves to be on this list somewhere.
Yeah. And then I can't. So there's no secret that I mean, I like female rappers. I support female rappers, especially like the ones that come with the lyrics. But it's artists like Sexy Red that just
it's not music.
Good. It's not good music. I mean, I hate to
like I get the whole like there's definitely with like since Nicki Minaj has kind of gotten big and like Cardi B started blowing up like several years ago, like there's been kind of a movement in rap with like female singers kind of taking back because I mean it's been in rap for a long time with like male rappers talking about sleeping around and pimping and hoes and bitches and all this stuff, right? So like them to kind of like take that back and to like give it a woman's perspective, like I get it, right? I respect it on that level, but this is like just but this is cringe.
Yeah.
It's a cringe take on that. There's definitely better examples of that where like people, a female rapper is talking about her body and her sexuality, and like that can be done well, and this is just not an example of that in my opinion. It's like I understand rap is like by no means a clean, good family friendly genre most of the time, but this is just like it's like crass just to like be like it's almost like shock material almost. I feel like that's like the vibe I get.
I mean, ultimately, I agree with what you said. I mean, again, I support female rappers, or women's empowerment, all that good stuff. Own your body, talk your shit, whatever, do what you do. This song ain't it. It's not it. It ain't. And again, there's probably somebody out there and this their number one song and they play it all the time and they needed to be reminded of what they pussy look like and what color their booty hole supposed to be. But I don't need to hear it in that song.
And I will say, like, the sequel, Pound Town 2, Nicki Minaj, is basically more of the same.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Just with a Nicki verse doing basically the same, talking the same stuff.
But not
Sexy Red is.
But not even a good Nicki verse. And that's the thing.
No, it's a very bad Nicki verse.
It's a very bad Nicki verse. It's a very phoned in. It's almost the equivalent of like how Logic showed up on Sriracha. Like there was no reason for her to
I would agree with that.
Even to be on that remix, other than to try to give Sexy Red and Tay Keith some more I guess clout, or Nicki to kind of remind people that she's still out here, whatever. But
I guess, but yeah, this is a solid A tier for me. I think.
I don't know, bro. I think I'm almost with S on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that lyric, man. Like, just like I don't.
It's very unsettling. It puts such a clear image in your head that you just. Depending on what you're doing or where you're at, most of the time you don't want that in your head in that given moment.
Exactly, and
I'm okay with that. I think it can go in S tier.
Yeah. That one's just.
If you listen to this song, this is a song you like and you have it in your rotation, I don't think we can be friends.
If you need that song for motivation, or I guess for medical advice. I don't know. Like it's just
Please go to a doctor.
go
Don't
to a
take this.
doctor if you need clarification.
Yes.
Like, excuse me, doctor. I listened to the song about Sexy Red, and this part was supposed to be pink, but it's green.
Yeah, like, ooh.
Is this normal? And that's for you to decide which part I'm referring to.
Yeah.
OMG. Yeah, that was one of the ones that I heard it one time. I was like, yeah, I definitely got to put this on the list. I'm sorry, this is definitely awful. All right, you ready for the next one? Because I have questions about this next one.
The question is, are you ready for this one?
I am not, but I have so many questions.
So this was another one of my picks. I'm Paris Hilton by Lil B. Are you familiar before the song? Were you familiar at all with Lil B as an artist?
Hell no. And then I didn't know Lil B stood for boy. Talking about I'm Paris Hilton. So I was so confused when I heard this song. I don't know what was happening. So please enlighten me. Because I don't know what this is.
He's been making me. Apparently, I looked it up. He still has songs that he's coming. I didn't really listen to them, but he still has songs that are like, within the last year or two that he's coming out. He's been making songs since like mid 2000s on like MySpace. They're all like, okay, so this is arguably one of the better ones.
What?
On his entire, again, I'm not listening to a lot of his like new stuff, but based on, because I had a friend like in high school and college that really like for some reason fell in love with this guy. I feel like it was ironically. And if you like look on the internet, a lot of people are like, oh, well, Lil B Bass God is, it's not, you might think it's like satire or something, but he's the only real rapper speaking a message. And I don't know if those people are like in on the joke that I'm not a part of, or if they're just like, I don't understand what's happening with that, because it's so obviously bad. His rapping is not great. It's very like, just lyric wise is very repetitive, very like, another song I almost picked was Caillou by him, which is just like literally every line is like, I'm something like Caillou, and that's like literally the entire song for like 2.5 minutes. Just everything is like Caillou. It's like, it's bad. It's real bad. So he's real bad, but he has like this weird cult following apparently online. And yeah, this song just one of the ones, whenever I thought of him, I was like, what's some of the songs I remember? And he has like a few different songs where it's like, I'm so-and-so. Like he has ones like, I'm Miley Cyrus, I'm Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that because I just looked him up for the first time and I saw those songs. So clearly this dude has an identity crisis because he's Kanye,
Apparently.
He's Ellen DeGeneres, he's George Floyd. I mean, in this song, he's Paris Hilton.
And he just literally repeats that. Hilton. Bitch, I'm Paris Hilton. And that's like literally the entire song. That and swag. He comes in with the swag occasionally. Like, okay, this song did come out in like, I don't know, like 2010, 2011, somewhere around there, right? So like, swag was like definitely the word of that short era in music or whatever. But still, it's just... because again, my buddy, he like, I dormed with him freshman year, and he would like be black. Like if we would go up the street from the dorms to like get Taco Bell late at night, this would be his song of choice if he was driving, right? So I was subjected to this.
That's
more
awful.
than it was pretty bad. So yeah, this came to mind relatively quickly, trying to come up with this, songs for this playlist. Yeah, it's very bad from top to bottom.
Yeah.
There's no redeeming qualities.
Yeah, it's bad. I will say this though, compared to the other songs, this one, other than just the lyrics of it all, I was a little confused by. But the beat, I actually like. The beat was pretty fire.
The beat is decent.
Yeah,
it's decent.
Yeah,
and he has decent beats on some of his songs, but it's just he kills it as soon as he starts actually like opening his mouth.
Exactly.
On top of it.
Exactly. So this one, I'm okay with throwing it under, no pun intended, but B tier.
B tier. I was thinking B tier.
Yeah.
I agree with that completely.
Okay. Yeah.
It's definitely pretty cringe. It's not something you want to listen to, but it's not the worst. It didn't make me want to like jab a pencil in my ear like IceJJFish did, right?
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. This Lil B definitely stands for bad. So
I do. It does still make me laugh though, and this is just my juvenileness. But at the beginning, oh my god, base god, you came in, fucked all my bitches. Like that bit, that bit is in a few different songs or some variation on that, and I don't know if that's like his like calling card type thing or something. But it's just so dumb because he's like so like not good, but his persona is just like he's like the best thing that's ever graced the earth, and so of course he's coming in, he's getting all the women and blah blah blah. It's just like,
yeah, but are you though?
you like if you had no idea who, like I assume, what was your reaction like at the very beginning of the song when that opening part, whenever that happens, where you're like, okay, what's about to happen?
Yeah, so when I heard that, I was like, okay, whatever, just typical rapper arrogance, or whatever. So I kind of just glossed over me because I wasn't really fazed by that. But then when the Hilton, bitch, I'm Paris Hilton, that kept going, and then I'm trying to listen to the verse, and I was like, and because again, you being a terrible, terrible influence in my life, forcing me to listen to lyrics and actually comprehend songs and their subject matter and the quality of the lyrics, and using that as a foundational way to understand whether or not a song is worthy of being graced with my ears or not. I started listening to it, and I was like, "This, what the hell is he talking about?" And then that's when my rage increased, because at that point I was like, "This is dumb." Like,
It's so dumb.
It's so
dumb.
It's so dumb, and it made me angry. And I was like, "Look, again, I'm all for equal opportunity. So if this young black man wants to be a skinny blonde white woman, white chicks too, whatever, live your best life. Do what you do. This song ain't it though."
I'd rather he want to be a better rapper, but
There you go.
can't always get what we ask for, I guess.
Exactly. Lil B stands for bad.
Stands for bad.
Stands for
and for B cringe tier list. Yes.
Yes, and for please be better.
Please be better.
You've been doing this way too long to be this terrible.
Yeah.
So,
But okay, well, before we get to the next one, do you wanna take a quick break?
my sentiments exactly. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Hey guys, we're coming to you today with a request. If you've been liking the show so far, it would help immensely if you could rate us and leave a review. This helps us get highlighted on different platforms and allows new listeners to find us.
This also helps us know what content you guys enjoy and what you want to see more of. High ratings and reviews, of course, help us grow the podcast and connect other people to the joys of listening to music. Now, you can have a hand in growing this community simply by letting us know your thoughts.
And thank you sincerely for all the support that we've already received.
Yep, what he said. No, I'm just playing. But seriously though, thank you for supporting us no matter how you do it. And again, rating and reviewing will help us on whatever platform you're on or whatever platform you listen to podcasts on. Just, leave us a review and, share us with your friends and family. And also, more importantly, keep on listening.
So we got this.
Okay, we can do this. And we're back to this. Okay, let
Yay.
me. Yay. All right, we are back to this. I'm trying to get motivated. This is hard. Okay. And we're back. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that break sonically, mentally, because you thought what we had before was cringe. I don't think you're ready for what's remaining. Who's up next?
This is your pick.
This is my pick. The wonderfully talented Nicki Minaj released this lyrically dense song called "Stupid Hoe," and I'm going to quote the lyrics verbatim.
Lyrically dense. That's so funny.
Let me quote the lyrics of the song. "You're a stupid hoe. You're a stupid hoe. Stupid, stupid. You're a stupid hoe. Stupid, stupid, stupid hoe. Stupid, stupid." This goes on for about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. And then she ends the song. The sheer audacity to end the song by saying, "I'm the female Wheezy." Oh. It makes me more mad because we know Nicki Minaj has the talent.
Mm-hmm.
If she really wants to, she can bring the fire with her verses. But man, of all the songs to say you're the female Wheezy, this song was not the one to do it on.
So let me ask you, have you heard this song prior to this?
No, which I'm not a huge Nicki Minaj listener in general, to be fair.
Yeah.
She's gotta she's gotta have a verse or something where she's like absolutely popping off and people are talking about it all over the internet for me to like kind of tune into her typically. But
okay, good. I just wanted to know.
And this obviously is not one of those, so I've never come across it.
Yeah. So when this topic came up, this was one of the first songs that came to mind in my playlist. I was like, this song is so dumb. It's so bad. And this is the most I've listened to it this week. This is one of the songs that gets skipped anytime it randomly pops up.
This is one of the ones that like. So a lot of these songs will like drain the spirit out of me. This is one of the ones that made me mad.
Yep.
This is one of the songs that like I don't like feel dead inside after. I just feel rage.
Your eyes start glowing red. You start levitating around the house.
Like I'm about to go Super Saiyan listening to this. Like it's not okay. Because I mean, you pretty much nailed it. Like it's just literally her repeating "stupid hoe, stupid, stupid, stupid hoe" over and over again. And like, man, again, just to go back to the very end, I can even barely understand what she's saying. Like right at the very end, before she finishes with that "I'm the female Wheezy" line, and I'm like. I can understand what Wheezy says when he raps. What are you on about right now?
Right. And then,
like you're trying to like gargle some marbles while you're rapping through this thing.
And the part that really just made me really cringe, other than the stupid whole part, was when she held that stupid line.
Yes.
I really wish you could.
Oh, it's not good, bro.
I was like, what are you doing?
Like I just imagine the like whoever producer was in the booth. I'd imagine there's like a few people in the booth while she's doing that, and they all just like side eye look at each other, like, "Are we really okay with this?"
I mean, it's either
she's paying us,
right? So it's either that or everybody is stoned out of their minds and just like, "Oh man, this is really tight, man. Oh man, this is the best song ever." And then they go back and play it the next day and be like, "Oh, that's what we."
I don't know if
that's what we recorded.
I don't know, man. You would have to be like. You'd have to be on Jupiter levels of high, I think, to listen to this song and think it's good.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, again, I like female rappers. Granted, there's more female rappers on this list than any other list that we've done, but ultimately, this song is bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's only two. Really, I would hesitate to call anything from Blackstreet like any of the female artists like rapper ish.
True.
Definitely more like R&B type.
True. So, I'll let you choose the rating on this one.
I think this is an A tier. It's not quite the worst. It doesn't deserve to be S tier quite, but it's a solid A tier.
Okay.
Nothing pleasurable about listening to this.
Okay, I think that's fair. It
was actually kind of nice that like in the playlist you have "I'm Paris Hilton" right after this one.
Yeah,
in a sense, just because it's like, again, just "I'm Paris Hilton" is such a dumb bad song. It doesn't really make me like mad. So I need a song as I'm listening to the playlist. I needed a song that's like after I'm already raging from this song by Nicki. I'm like, I need something that's just like, just sucks all that right out.
I mean, but here's the thing.
I'd rather be empty and dead inside than feel this screaming rage at how bad and how upsetting this stuff is.
That is true. I mean, but that actually lucked up because I didn't know what that Paris Hilton song was. So I literally,
it was completely random. It worked out, I guess. Yeah.
So that was pure luck on that one. The playlist guys were smiling upon us, except for when we made this playlist.
Yeah, no one was smiling on us as we made this travesty, but
no, yeah, it is what it is. We're almost through this, y'all. Just don't give up on the shit.
We're in the last third here.
In the last third, but yeah, these songs are awful. Again,
okay, so this one, I believe, yeah, I think it's safe to say this is the oldest on the play. This came out in like late 60s or early 70s or something.
Okay,
are you familiar with Tiny Tim and or this song at all before this playlist?
Hell no.
Okay. This song was used some horror movie, Insidious maybe, or something similar to that. It was like 2008, 2009 horror movie. I remember I saw it in theaters, and this was like one of the few things from that movie I even remember because
Mm-hmm.
it was used to such creepy effect. And yeah, man, it's just his like he plays the ukulele and like combined with his like super falsetto slash constant vibrato voice is just like for me it's like nails on a chalkboard in a sense. I don't know how you if you have a similar like visceral reaction like I did here in his voice.
Bro.
Tiptoe
This
through the tulips. So bad, bro.
We're not gonna do that. So this this is the song off this entire playlist that I fucking hated the most. Excuse my language. This song was fucking terrible.
It deserves it. It
I
deserves the
I
language.
hate this song so much. And just that the falsetto, and then it just gets worse. I was like, what? And
It's
then
literally the entire song.
it's
Man.
so is dude, my head, I got a migraine when this song
Yeah.
came on.
I am. This is one I am. Usually, I would say this mostly in jest as like a poking at you type deal, but I am truly sorry for putting this one on the list.
Man.
Both to you, to myself, of course. I hated having to listen to this on repeat, and to any listeners that actually sit down and listen to the playlist and have to sit through this song. I am sorry because it is bad.
This song. Oh,
And it has like again, it's got that because I first heard it in a horror movie
Ugh.
like that. It gives a creepy like connotation just in general. But then I looked it up and like this song also was like the last song he played, I believe, if what I read was true. On like he had went to the doctor. Doctor's like this was like in the 90s. He'd already he was kind of older, had health problems. Doctor's like you need to stop playing. You have like heart issues. It's bad for your heart. Don't go on this tour. You need to quit this tour. It's like 2 days later, the next night or something, he goes on tour. This was the last song he plays before he like collapsed from a heart attack and then passed away like the next day, which just makes it even more creepy, even more like it just gives me bad vibes. It's one of those songs like it's bad singing, it's bad vibes. It makes me unsettled. It makes me unhappy.
Definitely. And the fact that this song is the equivalent of The Ring, it tracks because this song is fucking terrible. So yeah, this is Omega.
This is
S-tier.
S tier,
No doubt about it.
For sure.
Good God, this song is terrible. Like this
was also one of the first songs. This was like song number 2 or 3 I thought of.
Man, that was just awful. So moving into the next one, this is shit. I almost called it Paris Hilton. Wrong white girl. I'm sorry.
Hilton. Swag.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm a Swiftie, not swag. So this is Taylor Swift's version of Earth, Wind, and Fire's September. This song, when I heard this, first of all, I was outraged at the fact that Taylor Swift decided to do a cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire, first and foremost.
Okay, and you sent me just a little bit earlier today before the episode, you sent me the Earth, Wind, and Fire version, and I told you, I immediately replied back before I even like listened to it. I was like, no, I'm not. Thanks for sending it. Of course I'm familiar. As soon as it started playing, I was like, oh, this song, of course.
Mm-hmm.
This song literally plays all the time.
Exactly.
I already hated the song before you I didn't even realize this was a cover of that song though, so I am so glad you sent that to me just because it's so different, so much worse. I mean, I think it's safe to say neither of us are huge T Swift fans.
That is
correct. We stated on record we're not big like pop country fans in general or really at all if we're being honest.
Yeah. Not yet at least. I mean, the whole point of the podcast is for us to embrace different things. So if you are a big fan of of Taylor Swift and you think we can
please recommend us some stuff to change our minds. But from what I've heard so far, no.
No, definitely not. And then again, with me being a September baby, I have a special love for Earth, Wind, and Fire in September because that's my jam. That's my theme song for the month of September. And then I heard Taylor Swift did a cover, and I was like, what? And then I saw online's reaction. Everybody's reaction online was like, Yo, what the hell? This is the equivalent of going to Popeyes and asking for some guess. Like, it's not the same.
Boy, guess.
It is not the same.
No, and I just again like I not piecing together that this was a cover of that September, right?
Mhm.
I assumed you put this on here just knowing that I'm not big on Taylor Swift, and that just in my head I was like, you probably could put any Taylor Swift song on here, and I'd probably have the same reaction of, oh, fine, you know. It was just so. Whenever you sent me, I listened to the entire Earth, Wind, and Fire version, and then I immediately went back and listened to her version, and it was like noticeably worse of an experience for me.
Yeah.
Noticeable. Like I was already like, no, this song deserves a spot on the list. It's not great. Kind of, it's Taylor Swift. I'm not a big fan. Blah blah blah. No, as soon as I heard it again, I was like, oh, it went from like an uncomfortable listening experience to like painful.
Exactly.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah. So to me, I might be getting a little loosey goosey with the S, but it's up there for me.
This is a solid A tier for me, but I will accept it being an S just because of how bad of a cover it is.
Yeah, that's what.
Because again, before I recognized it was a cover, I was like, okay, this is just some kind of lame Pinky Diddly Taylor Swift song. I don't know if that's a phrase. I'm coining it right now if it's not. But yeah, just compared to the original, it makes it so much worse. But I'm willing to accept that as an S tier.
Yeah, it's definitely S. Yeah, I mean, there's some songs again, and the crazy part about it is the song has been remade. Like I even think Justin Timberlake and Selena Gomez or whoever remade this for like a Trolls thing or whatever, and that still maintained the same level of party and vibe and having a good time with it. And then here comes Taylor Swift with her depressing ass. I'm like, what you doing? Like, of all the songs, you could have picked a slower damn Earth, Wind, and Fire, but to take a slow song, take an upbeat song and make it a slow, depressing song like that, yeah, she definitely deserves an S tier for that. So
it can be done, but this was not a good execution of that principle by any means. Okay, well, moving on to another classic, you could say.
Yeah.
This was literally like these last two of my picks were almost like as soon as you told me the topic, these were like hand in hand. They immediately popped in my head. Barbie Girl by I think they're like a Swedish group or Scandinavian of some kind, like pop group. Aqua.
Yeah. Aqua.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's like it's been like everyone knows this song for better or worse, right? I feel like if you don't know the song, you've literally been living under a rock for like 25 years.
Yeah. This song is terrible, but it's also very earwormy as well.
It is. The production isn't bad. Yeah. Like the production is, this was the sound they were going for, and they did nail the sound.
Yeah, they nailed the sound, and of course, this is back because this song also is part of the new Barbie movie soundtrack that's already out, at the time of this recording or whatever.
And again, I'm not a huge fan of Nicki unless she's absolutely popping off, and I'm not really the biggest fan of Ice Spice. A lot of her, I've not listened to her in depth, but a lot of what I have heard of her is like kind of basic.
The timing of it is funny that like you end up picking the original version, and then there's also a remake out for the Barbie movie. And it's like this synergy of all of that happening at one time is kind of interesting.
The synchronicity, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's the big word I was going to try to find, but I'm glad you know how to articulate my country ass from time to time. So, which
again, like we did with Lil B, I'm going to give this B tier, Barbie for B. Because it's like you said, the production is pretty okay.
Yeah.
It's I do think part of like what for me at least part of the cringe factor is the fact that it's like, again, everyone knows the song. It's kind of been like overused. So yeah, I think it's a solid B tier.
Okay, I agree. Got no pushback on me on that one. Alrighty. Speaking of pushback, the I can't even get it out. Okay, Tay Allyn, mass text. Why not get your mass text? I mean your contacts. Why not get your mass text? I mean your
I hate it.
contacts.
I hate it. Look, there's a lot of bad songs you picked for this list, Terrio. This one was my least favorite. You know, like I can talk about all the other songs and how bad they are forever, but none of them really touched just how absolutely aggravating this song was. Both lyrically, singing voice wise, maybe it's because of everything else, even the production, I hated it. I just hated it. This one, literally, like the very first song on the playlist that wasn't my own pick, I was immediately like, oh, this week is gonna be terrible for us. If this is where we started, like, so just bad. Just immediately, I was like, set the tone, man. So you nailed that.
This is the first song. The first song that made it.
See why, sir.
This is my first pick. Oh, man. So this song was featured on I can't even stop laughing.
The song, the fact that I don't even care what you're about to say, the fact that this song was featured on anything sounds like a huge mistake to me. Someone messed up.
Oh my god.
Featuring this song on anything.
Oh my god. So I was watching some YouTube show and they brought this song up. And I could not believe how terrible it was at the time. And it stuck with me ever since. So I was, if anybody, I recommend, if you really want to annoy your friends, or if you really just want to just troll people, this is a song to do it. So
yeah, just maybe if you're gonna be playing it out loud, maybe like have a pair of ear like plugs to put in your ears before you start blasting it. That way you can affect everyone around you without being affected yourself.
But the lyrics is based about this girl who just got ghosted by her friends, or just a major FOMO situation. And just the integrity of, like, the audacity that she has. She was like, look, I know I'm in your contacts. Like, how do you know what the hell is in my phone?
Just that whole mentality is so toxic. They're probably in a mass text without you because they're talking about you, Tay Allyn, and how annoying you are and how they hate having to spend time with you.
Obviously it was a typo. Your texting etiquette, it sucks.
Like, man, I would not respond to someone who told me that and if they were being serious. I'd be like, all right, bet. Never text you again. Just like, like was this a real attempt at music? This wasn't like a joke song that like a comedian made, knowing like tongue in cheek, I'm terrible at music, I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh no, this was a real attempt by this young girl.
This is up there with like IceJJFish for me, for just like sheer unpleasantness having to listen through it.
Oh, you have just no idea.
The quality of her voice, man. It's otherworldly how bad it is.
It is. And speaking of otherworldly, we're gonna take a brief moment. I'm gonna force him to watch the music video.
There's a music video?
There's a music video.
Why? Who paid for this? They got a director to make a video for this? Are you joking?
I am so serious. It's a whole music video. All right, y'all.
I think we failed as a species somewhere along the way.
All right, y'all. We'll make her watch this real quick and we'll be right back.
And why is she like acting sexy and smiling as she's singing this?
I don't know.
What? They get together at the end, man. The weird girl playing with dolls in the corner of the freaking hallway and is like...
Oh man, this song brings me so much joy. Just the fact that it's torturing you this much brings me so much joy.
It's so bad. I
Oh
hate it so much.
yeah, and so basically in the music video, she's in a high school. Everybody looks like they're in their mid-30s, but they're in a high school. And she's at her locker playing with some Barbie dolls. Everybody around her is getting text messages, and she's left out of the group chat. And she repeatedly sings, aka bullies everybody into saying, why am I not in your contacts? I know I'm in your contacts. Why did I get your mass text? And then somehow, some way, she ends up performing at the homecoming dance, and then gets the guy at the end.
Well, so if this was real life and she performed that song anywhere, no one would ever. She'd be getting like fruit thrown at her and stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely would not be like kissing the homecoming king or whatever, like at the end.
Yeah.
For me, man, this is S tier.
I mean, this is a solid C.
No. Not for me.
I'm just kidding.
You're entitled to your own judgment, of course. But for me, no.
No, this is definitely S tier. I just want to hear your reaction to me saying C for this one.
No.
You just shot that shit all the way down. You was like, no.
No. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is one of the ones that is so bad that it actually circles back around to being good, because it brings me so much joy when I share it to unsuspecting people who don't know how terrible the song is.
Has anyone ever told you you're evil, Terria?
I mean, no. I mean, look, just because I have fire and brimstone behind me at all times does not mean that I'm evil.
No, that doesn't. The fact that you share this song with people does.
So true. Oh man, this is the new Rick roll. So if you ever want to,
oh my god,
if you
please
want to,
no.
Yes, like, hey, check out this new song. It's so great, and just send them the link to this song.
So bad.
Oh,
this is if you want a surefire way to ruin someone's day. Just ruin someone's day. Yeah, send them this song. It'll put a damper on a good mood they might have.
Yeah, and then badger them. Like, why do you respond to my text? I'm in your contacts.
Why'd you exclude me from your mass text? I'm so upset.
Was it a typo?
Your texting etiquette sucks. Yeah, well, your singing sucks, Tay Allyn. So there.
All right, you want to introduce the finale?
Yeah, the finale. This song. So I actually asked a few friends for recommendations whenever I got stuck coming up with songs. And again, this was the very first song on the playlist. This song immediately, like 0.2 seconds after you said we should do a cringe music playlist, I was like, Rebecca Black, Friday needs to be on the list. And literally pretty much everyone I asked of my like friends, this was like the first song they would say, and I'd be like, already got it, and they'd be like, okay, let me think then. So for people of my generation, of like, or near my age group, this song, because it came out in like 2011, I think, so I would have been like a junior in high school, or maybe like beginning semester of my senior year. She's 13 in this. It reeks of like her parents paid some like not great producer just to make a song, and there is a music video for this as well.
I do remember seeing a music video for this song.
Okay, I don't know if you'd seen it, so you are familiar with this song. I remember when this song came out. It did take the internet by storm. I think most people are familiar with this.
Yeah, I heard the song. This is one of those same songs that like similar to IceJJFish. Heard it, repressed it, moved on with my life.
Now, I agree. Same here. Until you mentioned cringe, just unlocked the memory that was this terrible song. I do have a buddy who kind of made a good point in that, as cringe as this song is, lyrically, production-wise, singing-wise is not great. it does have a catchiness to it in the sense that despite all that, as I was forcing myself to listen through this for this episode, I did find myself singing along to it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you had a similar reaction.
Nope, I refuse to give in.
Fair. Again, not to say this was definitely it's such a cringe song, but it's like it's one of those. I think part of it was just like the internet zeitgeist around it whenever it like first came out and how it like kind of because it has like millions of views on YouTube, right?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, 100%.
It was a mega pop. It was definitely one of those like I'm gonna go hate listen to this type deal. I feel like
this was definitely like one of those songs back when I remember when YouTube used to do the what's like at the end of the year thing, like top videos of the year or wherever they
a YouTube Rewind.
Yeah, there we go. YouTube Rewind. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, when they used to do that, this was definitely the song that made it that year. I was ended up watching something, some kind of charity fundraiser thing or whatever, and she's still doing music. But
I was about to bring that up. She is still doing music. I almost out of principle refuse to listen to any of it, even though like. There's no way over a decade later she hasn't gotten somewhat better, right? I refuse to believe she's gotten worse at the very least.
Yeah. So, have you heard any of her new stuff?
No, I'm really scared to. Have you?
So this is like a live stream thing or whatever, and it was one of those things. I was halfway watching it, then I passed out and woke up, and it was like still playing, on my TV, and it was like Rebecca Black is performing a song live. And she pulled out her guitar, and at this point, she's like a full-fledged adult and everything. And she's gotten better. I definitely won't say she's like superstar, pop star status or whatever, but she definitely got better. And I think she actually has like a cover of this song, like an acoustic version of it, floating around on the internet somewhere.
Really?
Don't worry, I am not going to torture you with it.
Please.
You suffered enough. Yeah, this is definitely earwormy for sure.
In like the worst way though. That's one thing about like it does get stuck in your head, but it's not like for me at least. It wasn't like every time I would like caught myself singing it, I'd be like, oh, really?
Yeah. So the only good part about this song is when you listen to the song on Friday and you get excited that it's Friday, so you enjoy that.
I don't know. I think it kind of ruined.
It ruined Fridays.
I did listen to it. I did listen to it on the way into work. It's Saturday as we're recording this right now. So as I was going into work yesterday on Friday, I was listening to it. Like I just started the playlist from the top, and of course, this is the very first song on the playlist. It kind of ruined. Like it just set a terrible tone for the rest of the day for me. It really did.
You had a bad Friday.
It like totally just like drained all normal Friday excitedness. Just drained it right out. Just.
Oh man!
It's like, oh, you were excited it was the last day of the week, but now it's ruined.
Yeah. So okay. So again, I say that the best part of the song is listening to it on a Friday because it's Friday, and you get to be excited for the weekend.
Fun.
That's where I give up. So at that point, is like when you listen to the lyrics, you like even going into the chorus, she's like. Do I sit in the front seat? Do I sit in the back seat?
Dude, out of the gate, she has like it's like the third line. Gotta have my cereal or whatever the hell it is.
I was like, oh my god, this is like what is that book? Like Mad Lib's version of a song.
Dude, yes. Yes.
It's just like I'm just gonna look around the room and just make a song about things I see in the room. Camera, microphone on a Saturday.
Like there's literally like tomorrow is Saturday and then comes Sunday, like like it has for like 1,000 years now. Like, what do you mean?
It's so dumb.
Like the only thing that makes me not like totally just. I don't want to. The only thing that like makes me give this song the most minuscule of credit is the fact that she was 13 when this song came out, and again, it very obviously has like her parents or someone in her life was like pushing this to happen.
Yeah.
And like paid some some low level producer that like didn't know how to bring out. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe this was a great producer and this was literally the best performance he got out of her after like 100 takes. I feel like that's not the case, just based on the quality of the song. I feel like you could fart out a better song than this on accident.
It's birthday Friday.
Yeah, it's just, oh man. And it says a lot that, again, asking like 3 or 4 friends for what comes to mind when I say cringe songs, and this is like immediately like, oh, Friday by Rebecca Black, you got that one yet?
Oh yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah, this song is definitely going down in history, 100%. Like
it's one of the cringiest songs of all time, definitely of like modern internet era. And there's a lot of cringe songs on just like that have like are almost made to be cringe, and like this one, again, just the fact that it I'm pretty sure was a solid attempt at making music,
mm-hmm.
and just what comes out can like barely be classified as such.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, again, it was definitely a luxury gift that probably should have just stayed, amongst those in her inner circle. Instead of putting it publicly on the internet for everybody to consume and
just
destroy.
Keep this in the car with your friends while you're sitting in the front seat or kicking in the back seat or whatever the hell it was.
Or which way to begin. We all want to have fun. And I think Thursday came after Wednesday or...
and then Tuesday came before that.
I think so.
Oh, well. That sounds right. We'll need to double check with Rebecca to make sure we don't got that twisted up somewhere.
Yeah. We definitely got to double check on that one.
Yeah. So I guess the last thing to decide is this an S tier in your opinion, or is this not quite that bad?
I am slightly conflicted, but because it's in the zeitgeist for as long as it has been, it has to go on an S. I
think so too.
I almost gave it an A because, again, I'm trying to do the caveat that she was 13 and it was like a little gift. She wasn't really trying to do anything. Yeah. But the fact being that like people in your inner circle, and if I were to ask people as well, I'm quite sure if we did a poll, this song would be number 1. So
yeah,
for that reason alone, it has to go there.
It says a lot that half of our playlist made it into the S tier.
I was just thinking that.
We knocked it out of the park this week, Terrio.
I think we did.
We should be so proud of ourselves while also hating ourselves at the same time.
100%. So before we go, let's give a recap. So the S tier, we have Rebecca Black with Friday, Evil Ass, Tiny Tim, R.I.P., but you know what you did before you died. Toe Thru the Tulips was terrible. On the Floor by IceJJFish is also pretty bad. Brandon Lee's favorite song, Mass Text by Allyn, definitely made it in there.
Sorry.
Pound Town by Sexxy Red and Tay Keith, and Taylor Swift with the September cover.
Yeah. And then in A tier, we had Stupid Hoe by Nicki Minaj, Girlfriend, Boyfriend by Blackstreet.
Yep. And then sliding down to the B's, which oddly enough has a lot of B's people in this one. So we got in the B tier, we have Barbie Girl by Aqua. We have Lil B with Paris Hilton. And then we have Chris and Pablo with Aliens Are Real.
It's still stuck in my head. It was stuck in my head as we were getting ready to press record. That was the song that was stuck in my head.
Well, thank you for letting everybody know that I'm real. God, that was so dumb. And then C was Love Just Ain't Enough with Monica and Timbaland.
Well, congrats for you are the only one that had a song in C tier, so
yeah.
I think that deserves a pat on the back.
Only because of Monica. I mean, the only reason is because of Monica.
It's true.
Anywho, if you made it this far to the podcast, we thank you. Feel free to share this playlist with anyone you love and or hate. Feel free to do all the things. You can follow us online at our website at afterlistenpod.com. You can also find us on all the social medias, well, majority of them at least, at afterlistenpod. Feel free to comment and, share, subscribe, all those good things. So
Yeah, definitely let us. I'm curious what other people, if there's any like super obvious cringe songs we missed, or if there's any that you think maybe we put a little bit lower on the tier list that should be higher, or vice versa. Love to hear all that.
Or better yet, if we put a song on the cringe list that you actually like, I'm curious to hear that too.
I would love to hear that.
I would absolutely love to hear that.
If we get any angry Taylor Swift fans coming at us over September, well,
hey, you know where to find us at After Listen Pod.
After Listen Pod.
Drop us a line. Let us know. I want to know. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, y'all. Keep on listening. Well,
keep on listening.
Well, not this one if you don't want to.
Not this one.
But in general, keep listening to the podcast. But this playlist, you really don't have to.
Keep listening to the episodes, but yeah, maybe not this playlist for this episode. Definitely not. I won't be listening to it anymore. I'm done at this spot. I'm so happy that this is behind us now.
Yeah, it's a done deal. I can go back to listening to other music as a palate cleanser.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.